Round 1 of the World Superbikes Championship occurred last weekend, and whilst this video is a little bit late, we can still take a look at what happened in the weekend and review it as a whole, as it sets out a very exciting championship for 2022. To begin, let's discuss the reigning World Champions weekend. It wasn't the perfect start for Toprak Razgatlioglu. Whilst he achieved pole position for the Super Pole event, the rest of the weekend was pretty average for the 2021 World Champion, as he got 3rd place in Race 1, Race 2, and the Super Pole race. However, whilst the results from the races were perhaps a little bit average for Toprak, the key positive that can be taken away from the weekend for Toprak is that he did not lose too many points to the championship leader, as well as the fact that if an average weekend is 3 third place finishes, then the championship is more than open for contention, particularly as Aragon has not historically been the strongest track for Toprak. The 2021 season was a prime example of this, as Toprak only achieved 1 podium in the Aragon round last year. All of this means that I expect the Yamaha rider will be more than in championship contention for this season, and this lines up an exciting 3-way fight for the entirety of the 2022 season. Jonathan Rea had a successful round as he ended only 3 points behind the championship lead, as he won Race 1 and placed 2nd in the Super Pole race as well as Race 2. Overall, not a bad first weekend for Rea's hunt to regain the crown. We as the audience were treated to some excellent duels between Rea and Toprak, where of course Rea came out on top in all 3 races. This will, I'm certain, help his mental strength for the upcoming rounds, which will be critical as it seems this year he'll be desperate to return to the top step of the championship standings and beat Toprak again and reclaim his championship crown. The spanner in the works for both Rea and Toprak is of course Alvaro Bautista. After 2 dull years at Honda, I was expecting Bautista to take a round or 2 to get comfortable on the duck again. However, he came out of the gate swinging, and whilst his hairstyle left a great deal to be desired, his riding did not. Bautista impressed immediately. With his 2nd place finish in the Super Pole qualifying as well as a 2nd place finish in Race 1, he showed just how good he is on board that Ducati. It only got better for the Spaniard on Sunday, with him winning the Super Pole race by over 5 seconds and then Race 2 by over 4 seconds. All in all, there was no real better way that Bautista could have returned to Ducati, as he now leads the title by 3 points. It's the dream return for Bautista, and it's a great result for us as the audience, as we now get to see a 3-way title fight between 3 brilliant riders on 3 different bikes. I can't wait to see how the rest of the season plays out. I also want to mention Scott Redding, who currently will be regretting his choice to move to BMW. He achieved very little across the whole weekend, and it was pretty much a horror show, in complete inverse fashion to Alvaro Bautista. His best result was a 12th in the Super Pole race, a 15th in Race 1, and then a retirement in Race 2 means that it was a pretty tragic weekend. It seems already the man who was 3rd in the championship last year is likely well out of contention for this year's title. I think as the viewing public we can be very excited for World Superbikes in 2022. It's set to be a great season with this 3-way title fight already emerging, and so I'm very excited to see what happens. World Supersport 600 looks exciting between Baldassarri and Agurta, and I'm excited to see where that goes, particularly with the new competitors with Ducati and Triumph entering. They didn't do so well in round 1, but we'll see how that comes along. And I'm excited to see where the season goes for all the different classes. Anyway, I'd like to thank you for watching this video. Please do all of that liking and subscribing stuff if you've enjoyed it. I've got more Superbike stuff coming in between the MotoGP stuff. If you want to follow my social media, Instagram and Twitter are all below. I'll post up when I release new videos on Twitter, as well as, of course, they'll be up on YouTube. And Instagram is just there for other stuff, if you want to follow that. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Goodbye.